Well, you just see so many people in this arena today, so many Greek legends, former greats, all embracing the atmosphere of international basketball. A lot of the former players, good friends of Vasilis Spanoulis, supporting them, and also a certain former coach in Greece, not just Giannis, but also Rick Pitino is in the house. They're the referees for today. Luis Vasquez-Ocasio, Gatches Salins, and Amy Bonner from Puerto Rico, Latvia, and USA. And Luis Vasquez-Ocasio is the crew chief. Of course, Pitino was at the helm when Greece tried to make it to Tokyo. They lost in the final in Victoria. That was kind of an upset falling to the Czech Republic. So Josh Nebo, Zoran Dragic, Vlatko Cancar, Leon Stergar, and Luka Doncic in the starting five. Alexei Nikolic maybe will play. That's why he's not in the starting five. Kreflic, Budic, Horvat, Serviknik, all coming off the bench. And more. There's Luka Doncic. Look at that. Well, that's what he did with Dallas. Sorry, those are his numbers, and he's just a walking triple-double.
Yeah, unbelievable. First two games in the round robin, probably not his best game by his standards. Didn't shoot it particularly well. Ends both games with a triple-double. So that just alone shows you the talent that is just dripping from him. He basically is the motor for the Slovenia team. It's going to be all based around him. When I was saying conversely different styles, Giannis versus Luka, Greece versus Slovenia. The way that Greece has been moving the ball and playing together, off-ball cuts, inside out, as we see the starting five for Greece.
Yeah, Walkup, Kalathis, Papagiannis, Papanikolaou, and Antetokounmpo, Giannis, Zakas, Maritis, Koliopoulos, Kalazakis, Haralambopoulos, Kostas Antetokounmpo. We don't think he's going to play today, Mitoglu.
Yeah, Kostas got injured last game, but what I was saying is...
Double-double.
Yeah, 11 for 11. But I think Coach Spanoulis has done a great job in the sense that you have two very good point guards in Walkup and Kalathis. Let's use Giannis around the rim. And, you know, his first half chart in the game that he played, he was all inside the semicircle. Really a thing of beauty. A lot of dunks, great cuts, layups. And Papanikolaou also, off-ball cuts. He was just living at the rim with hardly any dribbles.
Slovenia would have noticed that. And they will adjust their corner. There he is, Rick Pitino, sitting beside the Greek Basketball Federation president.
I spoke with assistant coach Zizis yesterday, and they believe Nebo is going to be starting on Giannis. So something to watch, as Slovenia doesn't have the most size, especially off the bench. If Nebo is going to be starting on Giannis, then who does that leave on Papagiannis? Maybe Cancar, a little bit out of his position, but if you're Slovenia, you probably want Papagiannis to get the ball. He's probably the player that's going to be on the court of the first five. That's the smallest threat, if you will. He relies typically on the lob from Kalathis or Walkup. He's not really a post-up guy, as we see the
Greek legends.
The Rushmore row, if you will.
Papagiannis obviously steps outside and can hurt you there. So
yeah. That's where Cancar is able to defend. You know, he can move his feet, get out there to the three. Papagiannis not really a drop step, jump hook type of center. So very curious cross matchup that we got to start, if it's going that way.
Well, we're going to see it immediately. Truly has been I would suggest so far, a celebration of Greek basketball here this week. It has been anybody and everybody that's had anything to do with basketball has been at this Olympic qualifying tournament for this great basketball country. Slovenia surviving against New Zealand to doing what they had to do, and in the end they almost beat them by 29 points, in fact, to clinch first place to avoid this game. But in the end, Croatia finished first. And the Greeks, of course, they walloped Egypt without Antetokounmpo, having won the first game against the Dominicans. Well, we're underway, everybody. Good afternoon, rather. Still late afternoon in Piraeus, Greece. People have left the beach, no doubt, to come home to watch, or they're here in the arena. Cancar early, comes out and misses with his first attempt. That's the player that they want to get it going. Such a big player in that team. And there's the foul, the first for Antetokounmpo.
Exactly what you did not want from Slovenia. You get the matchup, Nebo and Giannis, first play, just ducks you in right in the paint. Gets the foul call on Nebo, something that you can't have. He's really the only center that's able to match up with Giannis. Greek team smartly attacks that. Giannis 12 for 12 on the tournament.
And he makes the free throw. Thing that Doncic wants is Antetokounmpo guarding him. So gets free and tries to pass it down low to Nebo. And Doncic is saying, hey, be ready for the pass.
Anybody playing for Slovenia, you kind of have to wait all the way until the ball is midway through the flight, and Luka has it. He's going to be able to pass you at the very, very last second.
And another bucket for Greece. Costas only had one Antetokounmpo playing against Egypt and only one today. But Greece playing just fine. Kalaitis to Papanikolaou. Walk up, open, looks good, short. Stergar.
So much has been said for the others, if you will, from Slovenia in this tournament. They played well, really shot it very capably, knocked down some open shots. They're going to have to do that this game.
Boy, that was easier than the layup to it. Nobody picked him up. And Doncic is going to get to the line.
Luka being very aggressive in the beginning, here able to draw the foul on Papanikolaou. Correct call. Kostas was not happy with it, but he drops the shoulder into him. That's almost unguardable. Giannis just longer than any player out there.
Well, it's not the start that Slovenia were looking for, that's for sure. The free throw. Unbelievable. Antetokounmpo passes it back out. The lob, nope, that was a little runner. Now 9-0. Well, oh, did you see that? Doncic just put it up from 3/4 length of the court and made it. But unfortunately for Slovenia, it doesn't count. This is Kalaitis with his drive.
He has this elite floater. It's very hard to guard if you're in a drop situation because Papagiannis is rolling to the rim. You want to protect that. But if Kalaitis is going to be hitting the runner all game, you're going to have to step up. Let's listen to Coach Sekulic.
Okay, listen. Don't let him, hey, stay in front of him, everybody. We said, help tight, play tight. We're not tight. See, when Giannis gets the ball tight. Guys. We must execute here. Good? Yeah. Okay. Let's play. Let's go. Play high. Thumb up. Play thumb up. Okay. So let it go like this. Hey. Luka. You play motion. Go hand off with Luka. And then we go double drag. Double drag. You.
Well, Mike, there's always a silver cloud, a silver lining rather than any cloud. You know what it is? The fact that for Slovenia anyway, they had to win the last game against New Zealand by 10 points. So basically they're in that position now. They need to score 10 points more to get on top of Greece.
So they've done it. Okay, so they got 37 minutes to get there. Like you said, not the start they wanted, but Nicholas checking in for Stergar, which is smart because somebody else is going to have to bring the ball up quite a few times with Luka being pressured the whole way through the court.
Giannis out on Doncic. Cancar gets blocked by Giannis. Giannis gets inside. Now the turnover, chasing from behind. Papanikolaou getting it up to Calathes, and Walkup makes the layup. It's 13-0. And there's little Giannis, the son rather, and finally Doncic scores.
3 minutes into the game. You're going to have to get a lot more of that. You're going to have to slow Greece down. Probably have to send the double on Giannis. So effective around the rim already. Smart foul by Calathes to stop the break. It was a 5-on-4. Here you see the, look at that arm length. He's able to get around the screen and block Cancar's three-point attempt. And then here, maybe gets away with a small hook, but he keeps it so close to his body that it's not going to get called. And that's where he's been living, on the rim.
Doncic from deep, quickly up the floor, and they led Papanikolaou too much, but he hustles, saves it in bounds, and just the extra effort is there from Calathes.
Let's take a look at this replay. Slovenia arguing that Calathes saves it, hits Cancar, but then it touches Papanikolaou. No choice to review it, smartly saves it.
And that three-pointer no good, so the long rebound to Nebo. Slovenia would like to get out and run. Get something easy. Nicholas is deep inside to Luka, and he's fouled. Quickly to Papanikolaou, Giannis!
This is where Greece has been so effective, running the court, sharing the ball. I thought it was going to Antetokounmpo cutting down the lane, but here comes your 7'1" center trailing.
Cancar, well, this is a nightmare, isn't it?
Greece doing a great job helping off onto Luka in the post, giving him no chance to shoot, only pass. There, if you have, what a treat, 7'1" center able to run like that. Not many bigs in this earth can do that.
Walk up, and the block. So Gregor Horvat picks up the foul. Papanikolaou. And Nebo hits the bucket, the second for Slovenia. Trying to stay within touch right now, get some confidence.
Yeah, I think the goal is obviously very slow start, but you want to keep it at single digits after the first quarter.
Just misses. And Papanikolaou called for the foul.
Second foul. Just not a wise decision to reach in. I understand you think you're going to get it, but you already have one foul. Yeah, clear foul on Toluca. So Giannis checking out. I think that's a minutes restriction type of situation. Started so well, you want to keep him out there, but you have to save him for the rest of the game.
And Nebo, it was not easy, but he still scored. And I think Sekulic looking for the foul.
Tough catch in between both bigs.
Walk up now with his little imitation of Pilatus. Horvat from the left corner, that's good. It's been really good for them.
Yeah, he was great. Excellent energy and passion in the second game. Big time shots. That's exactly the three that you have to knock down to open up the paint for Luka and Prepelic to get in there.
Walk up. Papanikolaou. Oh, he gets it to go. That's when you're living right. Doncic.
Great patience, Papanikolaou with the shot fake. Understands the clock because he's staring right at it. Gets it off right in time. Friendly roll to get it for three.
There's Giannis. Well, as bad a start as it's been, and it has been bad for Slovenia, just down 11. And that's a nice little connection there.
That connection has been improving throughout the tournament. Nebo asking for a sub. He's tired, but he's got the quick six.
Oh, boy. For rotation, Papanikolaou. It's an easy one. This time from the right, and it's Horvat.
Another one. See the pass, though? He's not even looking at him behind the back dish. His connection is keeping him in the game. It's 8. Weathered the storm.
Well, they're back to 8. Of course, Giannis is on the bench right now. Papanikolaou again, that's all. And again, another alley-oop, and this time Nebo does not convert. Pilatus gets it to walk up, misses, but a reach and a foul has been called.
No basket foul for Slovenia, number 77, Luka Doncic. Substitutions for Slovenia, number 8, Edo Muric, and number 20,
Luka's going to go take a breather.
We've seen that left-hand pass from Pilatus so many times just in this tournament. That's just unbelievable point guard play. Defense not even looking. Papanikolaou, excellent off-ball cutter. And then here, the great lob. That's a tough catch and finish for a center.
It was. By the way, that foul was on Luka Doncic. This is first. Crosses midcourt. Slovenia in the game. Prepelic. And Nebo did well to get in there. And boy, they're going to get a break here if Slovenia get the ball.
Here's the replay. Yeah, looks like Nebo batted it out. Spanoulis electing to challenge this here. I understand you're going to win the possession most likely. I just worry about needing a challenge late in the game and it being a costly mistake to not have that.
I just look at you. You have something different than me, so.
I am 50-50. Coach challenge out of bounds.
This is a wide head coach challenge. We're going to review which thing caused the out of bounds. I mean, yes, give me that. Yes, a blue hand. The blue hand. The blue. Give me a break. Yeah, I said give me a break. Okay, blue touching last. Yeah. No, blue. Okay, out of bound blue. After review, photo is conclusive, so we have white ball on the side, the back court. It was a lot of hand on him.
Okay, so it's going to be Greek basketball. And I can only imagine that Spanoulis is like upset because he's had to use a challenge.
Yeah, well, you heard him. He said, it's so obvious, which it was. So he does have a gripe. Now he has a wasted challenge. He doesn't have any. It's costly.
But when do they not argue that it was a wasted challenge?
Also true.
Because clearly they know that it's 24-14. Giannis back in the game. And pushed out. And the three-point shot is good from Mitoglu.
Marriage, you have to get your hands up. You cannot just allow a standstill three from Mitoglu. He has that type of range.
And Horvat misses this time. And it looked like Serviknik almost came up with a steal. Are we going to see the Cobra? No, we're not. But the offensive rebound and put back by Mitoglu. And the ball bounces over. And the three, oh boy, what a way to finish the quarter. Unbelievable. Toliopoulos, we knew he's a three-point shooter, but that's kind of taking it to extremes, isn't it?
Slovenia just on their heels. Prepelic backing up. You know the quarter's ending. You got to make him try to get all the way to the rim and play better defense. That's essentially a practice shot.
Mike, it's an 18-point lead. This is not going well for Slovenia.
I was thinking when Luka went to the bench with a minute and a half left, it was very risky. You always want to finish the quarters well.
Well, it's 32-14. Greece on top of Slovenia at the end of one.
Slovenia only 2 of 9 from deep. You know you're going to have to shoot it well to have a chance against Greece in Athens. That's not going to get it done. Only 2 free throw attempts by Luka. Missed them both, unfortunate for him. I think it just goes back to finishing quarters. That's what good teams do. It got down to 8. That was okay for Slovenia, but then you finish down 18. It's a monumental task to come back. Giannis,
yeah, especially the way they're playing. I mean, Greece are playing really good basketball.
Very good
Simple.
basketball. Yeah, team basketball with one superstar out there just living on the rim. You see, look at this, just sitting there in the paint.
And the thing is, Mike, you know, you turn the clock back when Slovenia played, and they were just like stormtroopers in Kaunas.
Right.
I mean, they just took no prisoners. This Slovenia team has not shown up with that same type of vibe. They haven't caught anybody by surprise. Everything has been a struggle. And maybe it's just going to be Greece's year. At least it's going to be their year to get to the final again.
It's looking like that.
Hey, get Courtside 1891 in your smartphone. Download by getting by using that barcode. Download it. Get your video stream, schedule scores, and more at your fingertips. Get it on Google Play or the App Store. And there is another bucket for Giannis. So I guess Kalaitis doesn't get the assist since Giannis missed the first.
The first miss of his OQT.
That's right. But he got an extra rebound. Chanchar goes under, and it doesn't drop.
Chanchar still cannot buy a basket. Was 0 for 7 last game, now 0 for 3. Had this perfect opportunity. Okay, maybe him getting to the line, seeing the ball go through the hoop will really help him. You know, we wonder about his physical health right now, coming off the major injury, having not been able to play in so long, your confidence, your rhythm.
There's no doubt he's not where he wants to be now. I mean, it's plain as day, and he was easily one of their most important players a few years ago.
But also big respect. You're not 100%, you're not your normal self, but here you are, trying to play for your country.
Yeah, and also, but that temptation to get back to the Olympics, I mean, there's nothing like it. So there he is trying to force a turnover against Giannis, and Giannis is fouled. Of course, when Greece tried to qualify for Tokyo by playing in Victoria, they didn't have Giannis. And I'm sure that with the coach of that team, Rick Pitino, watching courtside, he must be thinking, wow, what if only we had had him.
I'm sure he's thinking he'd still have the job if he did.
Kalaitis steps to his left and misses that one. And then Giannis throws it off of Chanchar's hands. Just, you know, Greece are not giving up on anything.
They're all bought in.
And this is the dream scenario as well. If indeed Giannis is on a limit of 23 minutes, well, they're just building a huge lead. Toliopoulos knocks down a 3. It's 35-14. 37-16, excuse me. Should be. Here's Prepelic. And the foul on the putback. And I guess also the way that Slovenia just absolutely steamrolled everybody that came in their way. Every team the last OQT they played, and well, what comes around goes around. They're finding it a lot harder this go around. Great work. Kalaitis goes out, Walkup comes back in. He's not bad, 35 years of age, is he?
Kalaitis, no, yeah. Still doing it at a very high level. You mentioned the passing. I think the leadership to just set the table so well for his teammates. Just double-digit assists in both games.
Muric gets it to go. Slovenia, now it's not a matter of just anything else but trying to stop the bleeding, get some points, cut this deficit down by halftime. Larenzakis, well, he showed us the Cobra, but it didn't work. Doncic, oh, fouled by Larenzakis.
Oh, yeah, takes the headbutt right to the face. Ouch.
And, oh boy, everything's difficult. Ball goes off of Horvat's hands. I wouldn't say it's anticlimactic.
Then what are you saying?
But it is a little. Because you know at their best, Slovenia are going to be, they're going to be tough customers.
Well, it starts here on the defensive end. If you get a stop, when they get out and run, they've shown that they're a very good team. They just can't get these stops right.
Oh boy, Toliopoulos gets in and scores again. And Doncic will get to the line. Well, again, they'll take anything they can get, but remember, Luka missed his first two. Here he is back at the stripe and misses another one. Meanwhile, Larenzakis, his team is leading 39-18, and he's complaining to the referee about the foul.
Yeah, he got his third foul, so that's why he's upset.
Well, he should go out, shouldn't he?
Coach, tell him.
But he makes it. He's going to leave him in.
Luka doesn't seem to have that bounce that he had in the second game. Kind of is laboring, wincing a little bit on his face. You always wonder, if they don't start well, does he feel the pain a little bit more?
Turn around. Oh, yes. Showing he's human, missing. Now Luka, quick pass. Oh, another turnover. Good hands from Walkup. And the reach from behind, the foul. Skuka.
Luka Skuka. What a name.
He's got some hops. That was just a foul. I suppose Greece want to put this to bed as quickly as possible.
You can argue that they have.
Yeah, they have, yeah. 39-19.
20-point lead. The way Slovenia is going, they have no offensive rhythm, no flow, aren't making shots.
Oh, nice spin. Oh, look at that. Oh, nice rejection from Skuka. Oh. And
no foul.
No foul called. It's going to lead to a bucket, and this is going to infuriate Slovenia. Oh, my goodness. There was definitely contact. Here goes Doncic. 41-19. Prepelic. Oh, boy. It's going from bad to worse for Slovenia.
Yeah, Slovenia very upset here. That's a clear foul on Dragic. I understand his point of view, leading to the rim-rocking dunk by Giannis.
Sekulic is really hot on the sidelines as you look at the result of the turnover. Dragic just looks over and says, we're not going to get anything. And there's Giannis's mom. is wearing number 34. And Toliopoulos goes to the line, and Greeece again in the process of putting this to bed early. I suppose never count out. Never count out. Technical foul was indeed called on Zoran Dragic for complaining, so never count out a team that has Luka Doncic. But Sekulic is not going to let this go. Man, probably he shouldn't. I guess he needs to get his team upset and then maybe try to get some calls down the road.
Yeah, you got to light the fire somehow. They came out very lackluster, lacking a little bit of energy to play Greece in Athens. I mean, come on. You have to be on your A game.
Yeah.
Luka's only got 3 points. I think the highlight has been Josh Nebo's play, but other than that, defensively, not sharp. Turnovers.
Now another technical has been called on Sekulic.
Yeah. It was a good play by the coach. Just get in the referee's ear. You're going to get some calls after this. Even though Zoran Dragic didn't get the call, there was also a flop by Papanikolaou from Luka. He's upset about that.
I mean, I think for starters, you're right. They haven't come ready to play today, and that's why they're facing this massive deficit. But it has to be frustrating when you don't get a call that's pretty obvious. And he was going to complain until he got the technical, I think.
Sometimes coaches have it in their mind to just do whatever it takes to get that technical. Show your teammates that, hey, we got to fight. See if it lights a fire.
Well, Slovenia do like to play with that kind of us against the world mentality. And good defense from Čančar. But it goes to Mitoglu. And traveling is the call. Maybe the first call for Slovenia.
Yeah.
And a slew of them coming up. No, of course not. They're going to call it like they see it.
The one time we get Luka Giannis. Good defense by Luka to force the travel.
There's Alexei Nikolic. And another miss for Giannis. Nebo with the rebound, gets it to Luka. Luka pulls up, missed the three-pointer.
Okay, first 3 of the game for Luka, gets it to drop. Might have to start shooting further away from the basket. He's getting double teamed every pick and roll. Greece forcing him to pass it and let the other guys make plays. Very smart game plan, but you see the pull-up 3 and the delayed transition.
Point deficit. Get this thing down.
I think the goal is the same as the
Single
end of the
digits?
first quarter. Single digits is the goal. That's a tall task in 5 minutes and 48 seconds.
13. Even then, that gives you a little bit of hope.
Yeah, 12 would be ideal.
For whatever, you can't let it grow.
No, it's got to be under 20 or else that might be it.
The Philippines were up on Brazil earlier today, and Brazil came back in the second half and won it. You never know. Kaletas. Oh, ball knocked away. Good defense from Zoran Dragic. Nikolic back to Luka Doncic. And there was the lob to Nebo. They weren't quite in sync that time. Kaletas drives in, misses, under pressure. Still a 20-point game. And this time the lob does count for something. They get the dunk, the jam from Nebo.
Greece.
And Doncic is going to amble over to the bench. Look at it again. Double team comes. Somebody's got to be open.
That's why Slovenia naturalized Josh Nebo. The athletic ability to pair with Luka Doncic in the pick and roll. Excellent delayed transition screen. Luka just a master with the basketball. Great pass.
Sing more here and bomb here. Hey, that way she will have more trust to be high. Look. 1, 3. Player of Luka here. Papagiannis here. Mitoglu and the other guys here. Look. You start from here. You go full speed. You set a bit here. You come until here, and you immediately you go sleep alley-oop. Hey, second offense we go. I-4 Fortino.
Giannis coming out after not playing against Egypt. He's back in the lineup today, and predictably has had a good day. 11 points so far, 3 rebounds. He's played 11 minutes.
Wonder how much more we see of him in the first half.
Well, we can still see him now, but he's on the bench. Oh, you mean for like the minutes? That's what I just did. That was like a dad joke. Okay, here goes Greeece again. Mitoglu this time wide open. Kaletis. Nebo battling for the rebound. It's going to stay at this end. He'll be frustrated he didn't come down with that.
Second 50-50 ball on the loose rebound. Slovenia has not gotten either of them. Ooh. Got to box your man out.
Yeah, box him out instead of letting him get his hands up there as well. Walcott pulls up and banks it in. Luka gets it to Dragic, the right corner. That's good. A little bit better, getting it back to 17. Still 4 minutes to go, just under 4 minutes to go in this first half. And no Giannis on the court makes it a little bit easier, presumably. Here's Papagiannis missing on the baseline.
What they need, a couple stops, turn it into quick offense. I think this has been their best form of attack, is the high pick and roll and transition. Luka and Nebo. Luka then able to see the court,
so then
spread
they
it
might
out.
challenge this to see if they can upgrade this, and I think they may. They might upgrade it, so they're going to challenge to see if they get enough sportsmanlike.
These types of breaks are what you need to get back in the game. You get a point and the ball. Possibly 4-point play.
Well, we'll listen into their description. Initially, it looks like he's in reaching for the ball, but then he clearly
holds on to him after that, yeah. It's okay to hit him in the stomach as you're reaching for the ball here, but yeah.
Head coach challenge. We're going to review if the contact meet the criteria for being on sportsmanlike foul. Go. Give me this one. In normal speed. Good, good. Okay, now give me on slow motion. I think it's a normal basketball.
Yeah, I think he's reaching across.
He's reaching. Yeah. It's a normal. For me, it's a personal foul. How about you?
For me, it's a personal foul.
Okay, after review, personal foul on white 14 remains. Balls on the side for blue team.
Penalty.
We have penalty, right?
Yeah.
Good shot on Luka.
Common foul. Two shots for the penalty.
Normal foul. 2 shots for Slovenia.
Well, I think it was definitely a good gamble. But now you don't have
That
your
challenge I'm okay with, yeah. The Spanulis one, first quarter, yeah.
I'm sure why Luke is struggling so badly at the free throw line right now.
1 of 5.
Been one of the best players in all the FIBA tournaments that he's played in. All-Star 5 at the World Cup last year. All-Star 5 when Slovenia won the Eurobasket, FIBA Eurobasket 2017, that incredible tournament. Probably ranks #1 all time for Slovenia. There is a three-pointer for Mitoglu. Boy, he can knock him down, can he?
That's 2. Both of them with simple fakes to just get the defender to back up a half step. Feet were set, easy buckets.
And the lob to Nebo. Looks like they want to go to that 50% of their offense right now.
Yeah, as often as you can. Been the most effective. You can just hang in the air and catch it.
Good defense from Skuka. Skuka's done well. Nice. Another look at the replay.
A little bit awkward for him too. He's right underneath the rim. Looks like his head might touch.
Yeah.
Good
Great
catch
adjustment.
from the big man.
Good jump out of the gym. Got those strong hands. Little bump there on Nikolic by Walcott. Here he is putting it up, and Mitoglu with the rebound. .212 remaining in this first half. Can Slovenia get some stops? Yes, Doncic comes up with a steal. Now he looks, passes to Nebo, drives in and is fouled.
Called an offensive foul.
Oh, wow. Oh, my. This is not going to appease the Slovenia bench at all.
Oh, man, that's a rough one on Josh Nebo. Picks up his second foul. He's questioning it.
Sekulic cannot believe it. He's got his hands up to his face.
Galeta says this one goes, but one's where the live ball don't drop.
Kaletas missing, and ball goes out of bounds.
Timeout, Slovenia.
So timeout on the court. Let's go down to the bench and hear from Sekulic. Doncic lobbing for some calls as he heads over.
Hey, stay calm, okay? Don't leave the refs out of it. Pass to elbow, okay? And make like a fake and you slip in, okay? Then look, you're gonna go off the handoff. Then you're gonna have this. Dribble, look, hey, listen. Dribble up and you change other side. You understand? Flip it last moment. Makes sense? After handoff. If he's not attacking, he's going to go. Flip it.
Well, Luka's, what's going through his mind right now? 7 points, difficult situation. He's played a lot of tough games.
$1 million question, right? His body language has been poor the first half. Looks like his injuries are really ailing him today. You can kind of see the pain just coming through his eyes. He's wincing a lot. He's on his knees right now. And Greeece is doing a great job on him, double teaming him, making his life difficult.
And I guess if you're Greeece, you want to go for the jugular. You definitely want to deliver a knockout in the first if you can. But Luka comes out, gets the deficit to 14. Trying to summon a little bit of hocus pocus, a little bit of magic.
Try to get one more stop, get another bucket. 12 was the goal.
Crowd reacting to Nebo's defense on Giannis. Walk up left wide open, he misses.
Big opportunity for Slovenia in transition here. This is what's worked the best, the delayed break for Luka.
And short on that. A chance to run for Giannis. Look out, here he goes. And it'll stay at this end.
Μία αλλαγή για την εθνική μας ομάδα με τον αριθμό 7 Βασίλης Στολιόπουλος. Time out.
So timeout on the court. 40 seconds, 40.9 seconds.
You can see on the left of your screen, Luka's still having a conversation with the referee. That's 2 timeouts in a row. Trying to drum up some type of support.
Here is Giannis. Here is Pop. Here is GP. And here is another guy. Gianni, stay until here and make this screen here. No, here is Pop, here is Stoliopoulos. You make this screen here. This is fake screen for Pop. Immediately Stoliopoulos, you come and you set this alley-oop for Giannis under the screen. And immediately you pop out for 3-point shot. Okay? Okay?
The transition, guys.
Stoliopoulos, 9 points. He hit that crazy shot at the end of the first quarter. He's been really good. It's actually been his best game.
Rewarding his coach for rewarding him. The 9 points, if you're Slovenia, you just can't have that. You got so much threads on the court, and added 9 from the player probably least talked about on the scouting report hurts.
Oh, Doncic almost had that pass. Wait on the shot clock. Papagiannis pops out and misses. Giannis taps it over to Walkup. And now Greeece, another chance. Oh, another turnover to Alexei Nikolic. Will they hold it for one? Doncic avoids the turnover. Oh, behind the back pass. One dazzling play, too much perhaps. Could have possibly held on to it for the last shot. Look at this.
Just a little bit too much mustard on it.
So it's Greeece with the last shot, 14-point lead. Will this be a first half dagger? Over to Walkup, wide open, short. Well, he took it a little early, but no, that is going to be it. So 14 points is what they're able to get the deficit down to. Slovenia walk off. A little frustrated, a little disappointed in themselves. It's Greeece, 47, Slovenia 33 here in Piraeus at halftime.
Actually, I think if you're Slovenia, you're going into the locker room with your heads high a little bit. You had a very poor start, you know it. but you end up winning the second quarter 19-15. You're riding some type of momentum. You play very good defense on Giannis in the second quarter. You kind of have a little bit more of a rhythm. Luka looking more into it, making some nice passes. Nebo very effective, 10, 5, and 4. The 9 turnovers for Slovenia is what hurts the most, especially the last one from Luka in the corner. It's down to 14. You have the opportunity to maybe get a layup, cut it to 12.
Saw the leading scores, and it's all about the halftime team talk. I'm guessing Vasilis Spinos will be locked in at halftime. Again, the 10 points for Luka, the 11 for Giannis. I guess the disappointment for Luka is he's missed a lot of free throws. 2 of 6, whereas Giannis is no longer perfect from the floor, 5 of 10, but dominant presence. But really, a lot of people playing well for the Greeks.
It's been a team game. That's what we said coming into it. They really shared the ball well. You see Kaletes, we're going to see a lot of highlights of him whipping beautiful passes. Here, Giannis able to follow up his miss, but he's just living at the rim. Couple dunks, nice layups, and that's where it hurts the most for Slovenia is Toliopoulos coming in with 9. The end of the quarter, another 3 here. You see the floater, gets another free throw. You take away Toliopoulos' 9, my goodness, it's a single-digit game. You're riding high going into the half, but okay, it's a team sport.
I think it was about as bleak as it could get, but knowing, you know, the mere fact that you've got all of this experience, Prepelic, Nikolic, Doncic, you've got the quality in Nebo.
Yeah.
You got one of the all-time great players in European basketball, in international basketball history, in Doncic. You're not going into this second half thinking that you're going to lose, are you?
No, that's the trump card in your opinion. You know, he's arguably the best player in the world, definitely at times. He can will you the game. He can go crazy, start to hit these tough step-back threes, and the one-on-one ability might be able to win you if you stay close at the end.
Nebo, meanwhile, such an important player for this team. 10 points, 3 rebounds, has a couple of fouls. 3 fouls for Lawrence Zakis. He avoided picking up the 4th despite staying in the game.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Webster catches, turns, misses.
Is this the 10th assist? Yeah. He gets the triple-double with the full-court heave.
Play it out as Alvarado has it. Alvarado looking to put the nail in the coffin. Deep 3. Hey! Hey! Jose Alvarado. Nasty. It's San Juan. Don't have a play it down. Finds Spellman, goes up. Oh my goodness! Amari Spellman with the throwdown. Here's Lopez. Oh! Lopez rising up and crushing the orange.
I did not see that coming. I didn't see that one. I did not see that.
Dawic trying to penetrate, goes in, finds a Diddy. What a play, what a time. Sublime primetime time coming from Sergio Dawic.
Need a big body out there to contend with Gatsen. But how about Shengelia?
Can't guard him. Shengelia, with the lineup they have at the moment, one of the front line has got a matchup that they can just go at.
Stoll on the push. Down the lane is Jaime. Up top. And Ibarra hammers it home. Josh Ibarra with the sledgehammer.
Now with South Sudan having qualified for the Olympics and just kind of basically exploded on the scene, they're going to be the favorites wherever they play, right?
Oh my, the alley-oop to Giannis.
The vision from Giannis, probably the best lob thrower in all of Europe. Giannis, what a threat.
No call.
Pass.
Yes. Oh my word! With authority on the glass.
Vidias missed the shot. Never stop playing though. That could be a key play as this game develops.
Maxudi now wants to go inside. That's it. Back to Salah. Hesitates. Nowhere to go here. Down good. Oh my goodness! Key toss. Thank you, as they would say in Suomi. That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Well, it's been a celebration of basketball really for Greece. 47-33, they lead it over Slovenia. Luka Doncic held in check so far, 10 points. 3 of 7 shooting from the floor, just 2 of 6 from the line. He is 2 of 5 from three-point range, and he does have 5 assists and 4 rebounds. He's always going to contribute across the board. I mean, it would be quite possibly one of the all-time great performances of any player in international basketball if he's able to lead them to a come-from-behind victory today, because it's going to take something extraordinary, you would think, for Slovenia to win this, even though they've cut it to 14. What do you think about where he's having success?
Yeah, you see the shot chart. He typically shoots that step-back 3 on the left side of the court, 2 of 4 from deep over there. I think you got to see a lot more of that. Either delayed pick and roll in transition to get him open so they can't double, or he's going to have to go ISO, because as soon as he calls a pick and roll in the half court, Greece is just doubling him and forcing the other guys to beat them, and so far it hasn't happened.
And Giannis doing Giannis things, especially early, and it helps having a player like Giannis getting you the basketball. Doesn't feel like he's had to put too much stress out there. He's made it look pretty easy.
Yeah, that's kind of typically his game, you know, especially the European game where it's not so much ISO. I think that's where Coach Spanoulis has been great for the Greece national team, allowing him to operate around the rim. You see the shot chart. That's unbelievable. 8 of the shots inside the semicircle.
You would think he would have scored at least 1 just outside the semicircle, even if it was on the semicircle.
Right. Right.
But there was just like daylight between all of them. Well, Greece do go on and win this game and win the OQT, and again, they could face a very tough Croatian team or the Dominican Republic. Second time around might not be so easy, but if they do make it, you know, Giannis will be one of the talking points. Greece will be one of the talking points. Always, even though they haven't been at their high level in recent years, they're always one of the teams that everybody talks about because of what they've been able to do in their history, especially beating the USA in 2006, winning the Eurobasket, 2005, playing at the Olympics as recently as 2008, getting third at the Eurobasket 2009, and of course having Giannis as a Greece national team player puts you in the spotlight.
Key for that is he's played 13 minutes in the first half. Wonder how many more he can play in the second with his brother Kostas being injured. Really only Papagiannis, the true center on the court, or for the team, excuse me. So he's having to play some 5. Luckily, they haven't been put in a situation where it's gotten super close that minutes might come into play. But something to keep an eye
play
on.
that, the 5?
Given Slovenia is not the tallest of teams, it's possible. I don't think he can. You don't want him to stick with Nebo down low, but it's a nice backup if you have to.
Can Slovenia put any defensive pressure full court on Greece, or would that only be something that you might do out of a timeout, like a surprise one time?
Yeah, I think that's only out of need if you're down late. Just try to force turnovers, just because Greece has the ball handlers and the cutting. You know, they're sharing the ball so well, it's just going to create open lanes for Papanikolaou. We've seen Papagiannis with the late trailers, not to mention, obviously, Giannis at the rim. So with walk-up and Calathes, it's going to be difficult to do that.
So these OQTs, you know, in the old days, when Greece hosted it in 2008, all the teams, there was only one Olympic qualifying tournament. It was here in Greece. It was actually at Owaka, the Olympic Stadium, where they played the Olympics in 2004. And then 2012 in Caracas. But you like the idea of having multiple venues, more teams taking part in the Olympic qualifying tournaments, keeping Olympic dreams alive?
Anytime we can get more basketball, I'm all for it. And there's been a lot of upsets already. So I'm very curious to see who the winners are out of each group.
We have seen some head-turning results.
Yeah, unbelievable. Cameroon, the Philippines, Latvia losing at home.
To, the Philippines,
Some of the Bahamian team really coming on strong.
Everybody was rating the Bahamas after they beat Argentina in the pre-Olympic qualifying tournament in Argentina. And they've only become an even better team since, by all accounts. So that will be a tough game for Spain, potentially. I think that's what everybody's anticipating. Tonight, Spain play Finland, whereas Lebanon is the opponent of the Bahamas. So yeah, just 4 different venues, and we've seen Jose Alvarado leading Puerto Rico. You know, it's not a foregone conclusion going there that either Italy or Lithuania would win it, and those 2 teams are now facing each other in the semifinals because Puerto Rico took care of business. They beat Italy, and they have to face Mexico, which by no means is going to be a foregone conclusion.
Right, similar situation to here. Everybody thought it would be Greece-Slovenia final. Turns out that they're matching up in the semis here with Croatia, Dominican Republic following right behind us.
Well, you know what? You can watch all the action on Courtside 1891. You could get it in your smartphone and have it wherever you are at your fingertips. Download it on your phone through the App Store, or get it on Google Play. Also, you can watch a lot of the warm-up games for the Olympics. So you can see the likes of Victor Wembanyama of France, see how he looks right now, teaming up alongside Rudy Gobert. That's quite an impressive twin tower alignment.
Okay,
the Stifle Tower in Wemby.
Let's make some noise for Slovenia.
Wembanyama making Rudy Gobert look short is a wild thing.
So semifinal number 1 about ready to commence here in the second half. Greece with a 14-point lead. It was a commanding 20-point lead. Now it's down to 14. And I'm pretty sure that Vasilius Spanoulis has played enough games to know that there is a long way to go in this one, and he probably communicated that to his players, who also probably already know it. Now Giannis comes out and forces the turnover. Pass from Luka. Watch this. Looks like he got him on the right hand.
Two actions, two upset players for Slovenia. One, Luka complaining about the foul, which I think he was right. Here, Horvat just getting in the way of Giannis. Yeah, he was there, just showing his body. That's what Giannis does, though. He puts the pressure on the referees, creating so much contact all the time. He's going to get a lot of favorable whistles.
Passes back outside to Walkup and drains the three-pointer. Misses from the left corner. Giannis rims out. Walkup. Will it be two in a row? No, it will not, but he gets the rebound. Walkup again from the wing. You can count it.
You can see the passion from Walkup. Super happy it went in.
Looks like I picked him to be the leading scorer on the wrong night. He's doing it tonight. Oh. And Nebo not able to catch it and stay in bounds.
Here's the Walkup three, the second inside of 2 minutes. Not the start you wanted as a Slovenia fan. Quick 8-0 run, 6-0 run. Now it's a 20-point lead.
Matoglu. Well, he made it from that spot in the first half on the other end of the court, right corner. And the foul this time is called on Giannis, so kind of felt like they owed him one. Don't you?
They still owe him one because that was a clear foul. Looked like Luka was shooting, but they're going to say it's a side out. Yeah, he's going up to shoot. Tough break for Luka and Slovenia.
Although the way that Luka's been shooting his free throws, it might not be a bad thing. Just 2 of 6 from the line in the first half. There he is, putting it up from deep. You can count that. He looks at the ref and says, back to 17. It's all about getting stops and rebounds. They gave a lot of chances away on second, third chances so far to Greece. Here's Walkup, another easy three for him. He's in his rhythm and he's left wide open. Walkup gets his hands up on defense, gets the steal, then Horvat reaches in and is called for the foul.
Foul for Slovenia, number 15.
Walkup with a good steal. Horvat saying he didn't foul, he just knocked it out.
It's probably one of those 50-50 calls. It looks like it for the ref. Kaletis, oh boy, just makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Timeout. Ball by Sekulic. And you have to admire the execution of Greece.
Yeah, Kaletis turning the corner, putting his head down, getting to the rim. I think that's the effect of Giannis. Nebo staying with him. Calathes just with an easy scoop layup all the way at the rim.
They're killing us now for stunts here. Killing us with this drive. We are late. If it's late, switch. But first, stay in front of Calathes. He cannot beat us like this, guys. Come on. That's ridiculous. Stop him and get in front. Second thing.
Hey, vsi govorimo, ajde, noben pa tega ne pokaže. Momci, ljubljamo 22. Ako kažemo kaj smo, ne. Ajde. Sve treba postirati terenu. Ajde.
11,998 fans in the house to see Thomas Walkup get hot from three-point range. He's 3 of 6 from deep. He's got 17 points. And Greece are rolling. 22-point lead. Which, by the way, their biggest lead has been 23.
11-3 start for Greece. Seemingly putting it back away.
It's also, I think it's too easy to say Spanulis is coaching, but he's got Giannis, so that just makes it so much easier. I mean, it doesn't hurt, but everybody's playing well in this Greece team.
I would even argue the other side. It might even make it more difficult.
Yeah.
So many guys cater to Giannis while on the team. Maybe not playing with the full confidence in yourself. You always want to look to pass to him.
How about Doncic? He may not go into the final, but he is certainly going to leave his imprint on this game. An amazing performer, even in these difficult times. Still making these shots. Doncic 4 of 7 from three-point range. Walk up again. And that was a good bounce for Nebo because Papanikolaou was up there getting ready to tuck it away. Chanchar's got to try to post up. He gets it to Nebo. It's all touch. Much more like it.
He definitely has that. It's a guard-like floater from the middle of the key.
So the deficit is 17. Nebo with good performance today, 12 points. And again, it's Calathes. Costas, best seat in the house, enjoying what he's seeing. Well, that was a dangerous pass. And I think Slovenia might be a little bit lucky to get that call.
Substitution for Slovenia, number 7, Klemen Prepelic. Και διαλέγει την δική μας ομάδα με τον αριθμό 14, Γιώργος Παπαγιάννης, στη θέση του Γιάννη Αντωνίου.
So Giannis goes out. Let's see if they can make any headway. Prepelic also in. Chanchar wide open, the left. Oh boy, just can't get it to go.
You feel for him.
Chanchar came in shooting 11% from deep. He's 0 for 4 today. Here's Walkup at the elbow. Nebo with the rebound. Luka. Horvat with the rebound. So a good long rebound for Slovenia.
One of the only hustle plays they've won in this game.
And boy, how many times have we seen the ball thrown to Chanchar and it goes off his hands and out of bounds? Standing up, maybe might get some of these minutes.
I always loved as a player, you stand up, try to act like you're cheering on, kind of remind the coach, hey, I'm over here. Maybe you can sub me in the game.
How about, Papanikolaou. He waited, Doesn't matter. Giannis is there for the putback. Horvat with the dunk, the lob for the dunk. Nebo again leads the world with that right now. 14 points.
Yeah, up to 14. I think 4 dunks, maybe 3 layups.
Behind New York, another long rebound. And it really has been a nightmarish situation for Slovenia. Papanikolaou for 3. Doncic makes sure that nobody gets that rebound by Slovenia. 5 rebounds. And now he's fouled by Giannis.
Same situation as in the first half. Luka using the late pick and roll, able to split it with the in-between dribble. Here's a beautiful pass. Papanikolaou hesitates, but you have the 7-1 center just playing volleyball by himself down there.
And there's Nebo's #1 move. Just go up and get it. Goes off 1 foot back outside to Skuka.
Excellent pass. They just can't get it to drop.
And they had a chance to score, but missed with a putback. Matoglou has it knocked away. The Greece keep it. Byron Zakats gets it back to Matoglou. Former Deacon Deke. Former Wake Forest Deacon. Finishes, and it's back to a 21-point advantage. Dragic from the right. Ball thrown out of bounds, that'll stay. Oh no, it's going to be Greek ball, it's going to be Slovenia. This is Matoglou. He was a big absentee from the World Cup. I mean, he was in the team, and then he got injured right before, couldn't play.
Yeah.
That didn't help him.
Similar to Kostas Antetokounmpo now. Gets hurt in the second game, unable to finish the OQT. If they advance, you don't know if he's going to be able to get to Paris.
Skuka. About to say that looked better, but it was still long.
Same position, same result.
Slovenia 7 of 22 from deep. Greece 8 of 26. Matoglou turns. Traveling. Nope, it's a charge. He hooked him.
Clear hook. Slovenia trying to send him to the baseline. He just won't accept it. Yep. Hook with the left elbow. The shock.
Koliopoulos comes back in for Kaletas. Takes it deep, puts it up and in.
A very efficient 8 of 9 from Josh Nebo. Even there, 6-7 dribbles. Not really in his bag, but hey, gets it to go.
Oh, Matoglou with the foul on Prepelic. Watch this.
He is moving.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't too much intent there, but I mean, the way Prepelic went down.
Good sell by Prepelic.
Yeah. He'll make a good salesman one day if he ever leaves basketball. Wonder what he would sell. Doncic drives in and makes the shot. Back to 17. Doncic, 18 points. 5 assists, 6 rebounds.
See if they can finish strong, get a stop, maybe another bucket. Wouldn't be the worst scenario for them in this third quarter.
Walk up. It's been a nightmare for them. And a foul called on Slovenia, going for the rebound.
Foul on Dragic underneath, tying up Giannis. That's tough. 7-1 center versus the 6'4 guard. I think you naturally have to allow a little bit of contact.
Yeah, frustrating for Slovenia. They could still get a stop and go down and score. I just wonder, I think they would try to get 2 buckets here before the end of the half.
Well, Slovenia will take the last shot.
You think they'll hold it up for one?
Yeah.
Well, here's Toliopoulos. Wow, he could not have shot any better today, that's for sure. So Toliopoulos, 11 points, hasn't missed a shot all day. 4 of 4 from the floor. 2 of 2 from deep. So, yep, last shot. Slovenia won it. Doncic from deep and knocks it down. Well, all things considered, it could have been worse, but there's still a mountain to climb. A 16-point mountain.
It was a lot worse. Good finish the last 5 minutes of the third quarter. They were down 14 at half. Okay, it's 16. It's still a lot, but it was a lot more. It was up to 22. It was looking bleak. Nice little run to get back in it.
66-50. Greece on top at the end of 3.
There you see the shooting. Slightly raised numbers from Slovenia, 8 of 23 from deep. Greece actually not shooting it well from only 30%. Yeah, and they've had a lot of open shots too.
11 offensive rebounds for Greece. That's helped them get some second, third chance points. Walkup was the man in that quarter. He's got 17, although he has missed a couple of threes after making 3. Toglu also had a good quarter. This was one of Walkup's threes. They just can't start the last quarter the way they started at halftime, or this just isn't going to be a contest. They need to come out and make a run immediately. And you can only go with what you've got. And I guess that's the reasoning with Chanchar. I mean, he's given everything. He clearly is not anything close to his best. And that's reflected with his, I think it's not just his shooting, but his ability to catch the basketball. I mean, he's had a couple balls go off his hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, game rhythm, just not there. You know, the long injury, not being able to get in any of the season. But you got to admire him for fighting.
Absolutely. Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, it would be a crying shame if he never played at the Olympics. So if they do go on and win it, that'll be something to celebrate because the world deserves to see that.
10 minutes away from moving on. Giannis is up to 18 minutes, so maybe we'll see him for half of this fourth quarter. If you're Coach Spanoulis, you probably want him to play the first 5. If they can get it up to 20, then he's done for the night.
You've got all these great coaches that have been at the helm of Greece, but the one thing that you notice with Spanoulis, I mean, he is intense, and he has this team playing great basketball. Doncic thought he had forced a turnover. This thing went off of him. Oh.
Another one.
I don't understand how they don't get that, to be honest. Here is Antetokounmpo, and now a foul called.
Amy Bonner had him shooting. The side referee has it on the pass.
Yeah, that was definitely a foul.
Yeah, ultimately they're going to go baseline out on the pass.
There's Zakas. Oh, we're going to see the Cobra. Cobra around the house. Oh, he doesn't show it. Back up to 19. Prepelic high arcing three. That's good. I love watching him when he gets the ball. I like watching him just almost as much as Luka when it comes to shooting.
He's a threat anywhere he's on the court. He's got ultimate range.
Teammates with the hands on Giannis.
Yeah. Demon seeing his first minutes of the game. That's a tall order to check into the fourth.
Go guard the best player in the world, or one of them. It's kind of hard to pick the best player in the world these days, isn't it? All these guys winning NBA MVP awards. Here's Arzakis. What? No Cobra still? I don't believe it. What's going on?
I think one more and we'll see the Cobra.
Chance of Hellas. Prepelic. Uh-oh. This is what they came to see. And he delivers. Giannis gets out on the break, and absolutely nothing anybody is going to do to stop that.
This is where he's most dangerous. 2 dribbles from beyond half court. Just go gadget, arm extension. Look at that. Scoop layup and one, takes the contact. He's just too strong.
Oh. And that was not a light foul from Prepelic. I mean, he really swung hard on him. And Giannis can take it. So the lead goes back to 21, 13 points. Still 8.5 minutes to go. Can Luka take it into the elite gear that he has? And even that, would it be enough? And Poliopoulos swipes down that time and no foul call, and the ball goes out of bounds.
It's a nice pass, good catch, but Nebo taking the double contact from behind and in the front.
I mean, I'm not sure that Poliopoulos touched him, but the way he swung down on the ball certainly makes you think that maybe Nebo might have gotten that call. But that said, they were ready. Oh, walk up. The defense just not good enough for Slovenia.
Walkup having a masterful game, using the pick and roll, a couple floaters in the middle, just taking what the defense gives him.
Giannis goes out. No, we're going to have a timeout. Well, again, it's what we thought was going to be the final, and I think of all the OQTs, this one has been a little bit surprising of how easy Greece are making it look. And, you know, a lot of it is just because Slovenia just not at their best physically, I think.
Yeah, Luka coming in, clearly laboring a lot. Checks in late to training camp because of his long NBA season. It's tough. You can see he's just not moving well out there.
But take nothing away from the event itself. It has been spectacular, and the hosts have put on a great show. And look at that. Well, the crowd's looking up at the big screen. They're showing some of the Greek legends in the house, like Theo Papaloukas and Dimitris Diamantidis and Dimos Dikoudas. I'm surprised they haven't shown you yet, Michael. Clearly, somebody needs to be tipped off. There's also they're showing Giannakis. The camera should find you. I'm going to put in a request. Look at those guys. That's who they were looking at. And what, you know, nearly 2 decades on from winning the Eurobasket in Belgrade, Dikoudas, Papaloukas, Diamantidis. Tell you what, those guys probably wish the selfie never came into play because they have to stop every 5 seconds to take photos with the fans.
Yeah, hard for them.
Giannis is going to sit out now.
I would imagine that's it. 23-point lead.
23-minute.
He's got to play tomorrow.
Yep. And I think Doncic couldn't decide if he was going to shoot it off the glass or to go right at the rim.
At some point, he's going to have to learn not to go with the referees every time.
Toliopoulos, my goodness, what a game he's had. 14 points. Now the turnover. And Slovenia just unraveling. Zakas, the Cobra. There it is, the Cobra.
That's a big one.
There's a few Cobra strikes.
With the pull-up three in transition, you see he takes the interception. This is simple.
Giannis Zakas.
And here comes the Cobra strike.
We've been waiting for it. I was like, have we been talking about the wrong player?
3 in a row for Larry.
You know, his profile with Greece, or in basketball, has skyrocketed, really, I think, because of Greece. Played in all those qualifiers before he was actually, I think, considered a viable player.
Yeah.
You know, they had some issues getting players for some of the qualifiers.
Right.
Larry Zakas was there every single game helping Greece qualify for the World Cup in 2019. And really kind of helped him elevate his game.
Well, yeah, he improved, but your best ability is availability. And he's shown it.
Yeah.
And when you provide yourself to be able to play, no matter the situation, always showing up, a coach appreciates that. The federation appreciates that, so they reward him. But hey, to his credit, he plays big and important minutes for the team.
He was really good at the World Cup, I thought, last year. Watch. Again, a real threat.
There's the second
threes. 3 of 5 from deep. 12 of 31 from deep. Luka still in the game. 82 to 53, 29-point lead for Greece. And second game in this OQT where Slovenia have just been run out of the gym.
Prepelic and Doncic's laughing now. You call the block finally when I have a wide open three.
Think about all the frustration, though, for Greece over the years about not getting the maximum out of their talent, perhaps. You know, this is a country that I think a lot of people always expected to contend, and to not even make it to the Olympics since 2008. It's a huge disappointment. You know, everybody had high hopes at Eurobasket 2022. It's just not easy, but it seems like everything is falling into place this summer for them.
I'd agree with that, at least so far.
Well, that's right. They're going to have to win another game.
Yeah.
And you just never know. Look at that, the alley-oop.
The last step of the test is always the hardest, that's for sure.
Yeah, we saw it with Italy in 2016 when they were hosting. Here's Prepelic. Nebo doesn't rebound it. You know, Italy were at home in Turin 2016. Hard to believe that's 8 years ago. And that was the OQT that you played in when you were playing for Tunisia.
Yep.
And everybody thought Italy was going to do it.
Yeah.
And they beat Croatia in the group phase.
Sometimes that home pressure can really get to you at the end of the last game.
Saw Italy win in Belgrade against Serbia to get to Tokyo. We saw Greece get to the final in Victoria a few years ago, and then they lost to the Czech Republic. So, yeah, there's still one big hurdle to clear no matter how you slice it.
Yeah, all those games that you said, huge shocks.
Greece fell to, I think it was Germany at the Eurobasket with Antetokounmpo. So, yeah, still battles to be waged. I think they've been scarred by so many of these events, and including Spanoulis when he played in 2012 at the Olympic qualifying tournament in Caracas when they lost to Nigeria. So they will not forget. But I don't think, there's no doubt that Slovenia came here nowhere near the form that they had when they played in Kaunas. And now really it's all about making this a little bit more respectable. I'm just wondering also if Luka's going to stay out there for the whole game. 84-53.
All the fans came to watch him, that's for sure, but
get 10 threes, you're going to win it.
31-point difference. I would imagine he's going to be sitting pretty soon.
Nikolic. And that's the other thing that's noticeable about this Slovenia team is it felt like Luka was able to raise the performance level of everybody.
Yeah.
In Kaunas. Everybody. And nobody's raised their level at this tournament.
Yeah, it hasn't quite been there. Maybe outside of Nebo because of Luka and the lob threat. Well, yeah, the other guys haven't been making shots. They haven't been able to run in transition as often as we hope. Preplis wants the call. Gets the 3 to go off balance heave.
Nikolic not giving ground. Maybe they could have called a foul there. That's what Preplis is upset about. He'll be playing in Dubai, won't he?
Yes. That's really cool.
Actually, it's really hot there, but they do have air conditioning. That's another dad joke, sorry. It happens when you have a lot of kids. You'll be getting there. Here's Preplis again. Nebo gets it, puts it up, and he's fouled.
First time to the line tonight for Nebo. See if how his touch is.
I'm just wondering right now who is a better matchup for Greece if they go on and win this game and make the final, which it looks like they will. Dominican Republic, who they've already beaten, and knows their game. Team from the Americas, maybe they're not as familiar with them, but then you'd say that maybe Dominicans aren't as familiar with them. Or is it Croatia, who have had success? They were one of the teams to get through in Athens in 2008 at the Olympic qualifying tournament when Jasmin Rapesa was their coach. And they also they're the team that beat Italy in 2016. They know how to spoil the party. Šarić was the MVP of that tournament. He plays for this Croatia team. Hezlonja was on that team. This is and now they've got Zubac. Could be an interesting final. Well, it definitely will be an interesting final, whoever it is.
I think Croatia will give them the best test.
If they're
going to win, yes. The only situation that worries me for Croatia is the bench. We've talked about it. They have the star power in the first starting 5, but after that, they're not too much. So playing back-to-back against this deep Greek team that shares the ball and the load, you got to imagine Greece will be the heavy favorites, as Luka is done. So it's unfortunate for all the fans we don't get a closer game, but
they're going to have to pull out all stops to beat the Dominican Republic tonight.
Yes.
Talking about Croatia. Provac gets the foul as he drives into the lane. And so 2012, Greece really looked like they were going to make it to the Olympics. Here's Luka. He's done nothing, in my opinion, but enhance his reputation by playing for this Slovenia team this summer. I mean, he's shown up, you know. Not every summer is the same.
It's true. After, over the 100 games in the NBA, his love for playing for his country is special and admirable.
And he hasn't played badly, just hasn't played as well maybe as he knows he could.
Yeah.
For that. You look at Slovenia also over the years, they had so many great teams, and it was only in 2017 when they were able to put it all together with Goran Dragic. They've had a nice little run here, but this is not working out to be their year. Subats, I think a lot of people are talking about him being, again, a real problem for Greece. Šarić, clearly. Really kind of depends on Hezonja as well.
Hezonja has a big game ability, so that's definitely something to keep an eye on. But again, Greece, they have the defenders. Hezonja's a taller guy, but Papanikolaou can very well defend. Larizakis, maybe you see, or excuse me, Kalitzakis, a longer defender, might get some minutes. I think Hezonja may be too quick for Mitoglu out there.
Haralampopoulos, I was hoping we might see him. He's going to come in now. Alexei Nikolic. Of course, Slovenia, as you look at Luka again, made it to the quarterfinals of the FIBA Basketball World Cup last year. They were shorthanded. And, you know, they were the team that basically kept Australia, a lot of people to pick to have a good World Cup. Slovenia ended up finishing 7th, beating Italy in the 7th place game. So you're not going to win it every year. You're not going to have that success all the time. Here's Toliopoulos. And they have just, he's going to have to develop his own little cobra. Maybe he could go with a different snake. Maybe
how about that? 17 points, 6 of 6 on the game.
And there's Cancar showing some hops.
Luka Skuka.
Oh, that was Skuka. Sorry, yeah, you're right. Chancar's long since checked out. He looks kind of like Cancar, doesn't he?
Yeah, very similar body type.
And face. Maybe they're brothers. Here we go. Oh, that's a foul. Gregor Horvat.
Rydice getting his first minutes. Coming in next.
Ooh, gotta be careful. You don't get the unsportsmanlike there.
Yeah.
So Dimitri Moraitis was a player that Greece had to use. You know, they used a lot last year at the World Cup, and his minutes have been reduced. But again, that's because you've had Kalaitis kind of return. I think the start really, when it all boils down to it, Slovenia could not afford to have a bad start today. And they just had the worst start possible. They dug themselves that early hole. Greece built the confidence.
They were just outclassed, you know, top to bottom, and it was all evident for the whole 40 minutes.
Oh boy, good play. Kalitzakis is going to go in, and I think he would have dunked it, but wasn't sure if somebody was going to come from behind. There's Haralampopoulos. Now the lob to Stergar. Gets it to go. How about that? He's got some hops for a guard, doesn't he?
That was not on the bingo card. A baseline cut for the lob from Stergar before the game.
Watch this.
Excellent
He's got
pass.
some springs. And he makes it. Despite the contact.
With the English.
Three-point play,
Well, I keep looking ahead, thinking about what Greece's chances are going to be at the Olympics, but you got to remember they got one more game to go. And that'll be the toughest. Here is Stergar up to Skuka. Lucas Skuka. Toliopoulos down low to Metoglou. Nice sharing of the basketball. That's what you see with this Greece team.
Yeah, even when the last 5 check in, everybody's sharing it, getting the easy cuts.
Are you surprised to see Spanoulis have success as a coach immediately? You know, he had that great season with Peristeri this year, was the Basketball Champions League Coach of the Year. Now he seems to be working well with Greece.
No, just because his IQ as a player was very evident. He understood the game more so than just being a knockdown shooter or making the right drive. He was the floor general, the communicator. So to me, that translates the most as a coach.
He played for so many great coaches as well.
When you have the career that Coach Spanoulis did, you take one little gem from each coach that you had, you apply it to your own philosophies. It can go a long way.
I guess you had certain gems that you took from Adel Talatli of Tunisia, Dirk Bowerman when you played there, but then you obviously played for so many leading EuroLeague clubs or European clubs.
Yep. Eder Messina, Neven Spahia.
Messina.
Coach Spanoulis, his former coach, Feropoulos.
Yeah. But there's also something special that works clearly with Greece when they have a former player, because it worked with Giannis, and now it's working with Spanoulis.
I think it's just a respect factor from the players. You know, if you were a player, you understand the grinds, the mental battle that I was speaking just exactly about this with Nico Zizis yesterday. As a player, it's 24 hours a day. You got to worry about getting your rest and eating correctly and recovering from the first game to get ready for the next. Now, you don't have the physical pain as a coach, but you understand a player's perspective that you don't always want to be in meetings all day. You don't want to keep harping on the same thing. If we're going to be here for the national team, you know, taking away our whole summer, we're going to be locked in ourselves. We don't need to be babied. And he's giving them that respect as men and treating them well.
Well, it could not have gone any better for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hasn't had to really overexert himself yet, has he?
No,
and that's what he would have liked.
He only played 21 minutes today. Very efficient game. It's been perfect scenario for him.
13 points for him.
The 2 days off.
And it is, there's Giannakis. He must be thinking, gee, I'd like to be coaching his team right now, but he's had his chance. Now it's Spanoulis, his former pupil. And Giannis and Slovenia congratulate each other for their efforts on the game, good sportsmanship. And I think we know that there's better to come from Slovenia down the road. It's just not going to be this year. It's Greece that march on to the final. They win at 96-68 over Slovenia.
What a treat for basketball fans. Luka Doncic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Greece versus Slovenia.
There's Zizis, the man you were just talking about, hugging Doncic. And Thanasis, who didn't play. Nice to see him just so invested in this program that he wants to be here for every second. I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the locker room at halftime and at the team dinner. He probably has to pay his own way, though. Just kidding, of course. There's Metoglou and Walkup working really well in the backcourt.
Yes.
With Kalathis. If you can get that production coming off the bench, it's excellent.
Walkup with the team high 19 points, 7 of 14, but 3 of 8 from deep, 6 rebounds, 2 assists.
Interesting to see who's going to get the TCL player of the game. Toliopoulos as well. You could take your pick on whoever it is. Nikolaithis would deserve it if he were selected. And there are the Slovenians walking off the court. So again, not what they had hoped for. I think they knew it was going to be tough coming down here, though. They were not in great form. And again, Mike, the free throws for Slovenia, 12 of 19. And it's kind of hard when you have a blowout. You know, you look at the rebounding numbers, which we're not going to see, but 38 to 25 in favor of Greece. There you go. We are going to see them. And then the assists and the turnovers. Doncic still had 21 points.
Yeah, a special moment in front of us. Nick Calathes getting to bring his son out. Enjoy this.
He always does that, doesn't he? He goes and gets it.
Yeah, you gotta appreciate that.
He'll be a good player. Watch out for that one. He'll pass down those genes. The Cobra striking often today, 3 times for Larentzakis.
3 in a row, so that's why we got to see the Cobra strike.
And that's the play that you expect to see Giannis make on the open floor where nobody is going to stop him.
Here it is, the pull-up 3. That's the 3rd one, and wah!
The Cobra strikes.
You gotta love it. Calathes had a beautiful game, a couple easy walk-in layups, uncontested. Not many bright spots for Slovenia today, unfortunately.
I mean, ultimately, Luka shot 50% from the floor, 5 of 9 from deep. Just had the tough day at the line. Didn't get his triple-double, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, but it was just, it wasn't working. Nebo, pretty decent, 17 and 7, 17.7 rebounds. But again, this Slovenian machine that just cut down everything in its path a few years ago just wasn't evident this summer. And again, there will be better days for them. And I think everybody expects that, and I think everybody hopes that, because they are a wonderful team to watch when they get in full flow. So Greece win at 96-68 over Slovenia, and Dominican Republic will trade blows with Croatia in the other semifinal coming up, as you can see. So you have a little bit of time to get ready for that one, I guess, and it'll be fun coming back. Well, it was all about Giannis, Luka, but really it was the other players that stole the show. They still gave us some highlights. And Giannis, who's never played at the Olympics, is now just 1 win away from doing so. For Slovenia, better luck next time.